All right, this one is distance between 2 points in the plane. The plane, of course, being the coordinate plane, like I have on the picture here. The question says calculate the distance between the points -8, -7 and 0, 2. So let's just plot those so we can kind of see what we're looking at here. I'm going to go over to -8 and then I go down to -7, which is just going off my picture here. This is going to be the A point. And then B is 0, 0, 2, which is right here. So my question wants to know the distance between these 2 points. Oh, I'm just so bad at drawing these lines. The distance between these 2 points is what the question is looking for. And remember, distance is always going to be positive. I don't say, hey, how far is it from here to the mailbox? It can't be a negative number. It has to be positive when we're talking about distance. This right here is called the distance formula. It looks a little bit intimidating, I'm not going to lie. But really, once you break it down, it's not bad. The question says leave your answer in exact radical form. This symbol is the radical. So when I'm all done, I'm going to have my answer still under the radical sign. So let's just jump into this. I'm going to start by naming my points. I think it just helps me not get confused, especially when you're first doing these. So I have an x1, y1, and this is going to be x2, y2. And then I'm literally going to plug them into this formula. It says x2. Okay, that's going to be the 0. Minus x1 is a -8. Don't let this scare you. It's okay. I'm just going to use some parentheses to keep those separate. And it's squared. And then it says plus, okay, now it says y2, which is my 2, minus y1, which is a -7. -7, just going to use parentheses to keep them straight. And then that's squared. Okay, again, we need to think about our integer rules. I have a 0 minus a -8. We don't like subtraction when we have negative numbers. So you can easily turn a subtraction problem into an addition problem by adding the opposite. I use that little saying in my head every time so it's always clear. I'm going to change the subtraction to an addition, and then I'm going to change the sign of that second number. So add the opposite. So now what this actually says is not quite so intimidating anymore. This is really 0 plus 8, which 0 plus 8 is 8. And I'm just going to leave it here for a few moments. Remember, all of this is under that radical sign. I'm not going to keep writing it, but that radical sign is still there. This one is 2 minus a -7. Again, I don't want a subtraction problem. So I'm going to add the opposite. So this is now really 2 plus 7 squared. 2 plus 7 is 9 squared. All right, 8 squared, 8 times 8 is 64. Plus 9 squared is 9 times 9 is 81. And these two added together is 145. Again, all of this, every step was under this radical sign. Every step. So my answer, the distance between A and B, is the square root of 145. Could I throw that into my calculator and get an approximate value? Sure. It says 12.04. It's about 12 units apart. But the question does not want an about answer. It wants an exact answer, which is what this is right here.